You know, 22 years ago, I came into this world. But the way I think about it, your life doesn't actually start when you're born. When you're young, you spend most of your life in a cocoon and a bubble of fun. You don't really stress about the problems of the outside world because you don't necessarily know about them because you are young. And also, you don't have to worry about them. For the most part, you know nothing. And that lack of knowledge is like a double-edged sword. You know nothing, which means you're less likely to be harmed by the harsh realities of the world because you don't have that wisdom to even know what they are. But at the same time, because you know nothing, you come into the world unprepared when it finally hits you like a bullet train. People don't realize how much we're actually babied when it comes to our growth, our development, the way we come up, because we have no idea about what the outside life is actually truly like. The moment you throw away all the things that satisfy you for the moment, and the moment you start to figure out who you truly are, is the moment that your life truly starts. Think of it as more like a rebirth. Sure, your life can start when you're in the womb, whatever. The moment you let go of the things that satisfy you in the moment, and you realize that life is actually bigger than you, is the moment that you are reborn, that your life truly starts. When you acknowledge how much you messed up in the past, how much you messed up as a kid, because oftentimes you don't actually suffer the consequences of how much you mess up when you're young compared to when you're older. When you're older, you truly start to realize how much your mistakes are truly going to cost you. But when you start to acknowledge the mistakes that you've made and you make that vow to yourself that you are going to change something, I believe that's the moment that your life truly starts. I mean, the moment you're essentially reborn, everything that's happened in the past doesn't even matter anymore. It just turns into dust in the wind. Because it's like you're a new person, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can only speak from my experience, but for me, my life started when I've just turned 22 today, and my life started 2 years ago. So when I was 20 years old, because once I got around that age, that's the moment when I started to take things a lot more seriously. And I made that vow to myself that I would never stop striving to become the best version of myself, to the point where I could actually say that I loved and could be proud of who I was. Because I grew tired of hating myself that much, and I decided to do something about it. But yeah, I'm 22 years old today, and I'm not gonna lie, just making it another year has always been enough for me. So regardless of if I have a good day or if I have a bad day, it doesn't really matter because I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I have an opportunity to chase dreams, create new aspirations, and that is something that not everyone can say. So that is something I'll always be grateful for, and I will never complain about, even if I have the worst day possible.